Ghosts of a laugh now buried deep begin to weep. Built a castle on illusions, watching it decay. Delusions of grandeur crumbling day by day. Raging in the mirror, fists against the glass. Can't face the shattered pieces of a tarnished past. Betrayal in the air, well it thickens like a brew. Every friendly smile turning coldly into two. Specters of detractors celebrating in the night, falling from the pedestal in an endless flight. Everyone's abandoning the sinking ship so fast, losing grip on reality, can't outrun the past. Anger is a wildfire burning through his veins, staring at the sky, screaming out in vain. Crowd of traitors gathering and they want the throne, while he's left clutching to fantasies alone. Dreams of grandeur broken, scattered on the floor. Reality's a prison with no exit door. Angry eyes searching for someone to blame, but it's just reflections twisting in the shame. Specters of detractors celebrating in the night, falling from the past all in endless flight. Everyone's abandoning the sinking ship so fast, losing grip on reality, can't outrun the past.
In the heart of the cold dark north, where secrets twist and shadows morph, the stalker's eyes, they're fixated still. On the screens he conquers at his will. He's Derek, not Derek, you better know. Demanding respect in whispers low. With each click, his world does spin. In a web of lust he's drowning in. Buffalo Bill with a twisted thrill. Online whispers, they're haunting still. With each click, his world does spin. In a web of lust he's drowning in. Buffalo Bill with a twisted thrill. Online whispers, they're haunting still. Cyber jungle, he prowls at night. Cameras live under neon light. He's a phantom in the digital air, plucking nerves and pulling hair. Dangerous offender caught in a spree. His heart's a cage, but he holds the key. Derek IP with a darkened soul. Emptiness swallows him whole. Threads of desire tightly wound. In an abyss he's deeply bound. He stalks like shadows never sleep. In the silence secrets keep. Through the screens he's walking tall. Mind a prison with no wall.
He's drowning in with a twisted thrill. Online whispers that haunting still. Cyber jungle he prowls at night. Killers live on the neon light. He's a phantom in the digital air, plucking nerves and pulling hair. Dangerous offender, caught in a spree. His heart's a cage, but he holds the key. Derek IP with a darkened soul. Emptiness swallows him whole. Threads of desire tie me wound, and an abyss he's deeply bound. He stalks like shadows never sleep. In the silence secrets keep. Through the screens he's walking tall. Mind a prison with no wall. Echo loud, he's a king without a crown. Phil's fortress is burning down. Detractor wins without a sound. Dash fires flames, can't be tamed. Phil's excuses are all the same. Tears fall, but who's to blame? Dash fire keeps playing the game. In the night, the battle's fought. Dark side Phil's plans will rot. Words cut deeper than a shot. Dash fire's too hot. Feedback loop, both endless ways. They'll stop Phil's plans will rot. Words cut deeper than a shot. Dash fire's too hot. Feedback loop of endless rage. Phil's stuck inside his cage. Dash fire writes another page. Chapter rocks the stage. Dash fire's endless rage. Phil's stuck inside his cage. Dash fire writes another page. Chapter rocks the stage. Dash fire flames can't be tamed. Phil's excuses are all the same. Tears fall, but who's to blame? Dash fire
What is going on, guys? What is going on? We are back, the second stream today. And first off, I want to thank anyone that came out earlier. I did a little test episode. Basically, it would be like a Dash Fire morning show where we went over the events of the previous day. And I couldn't believe the turnout. I've never seen numbers that high before. So I want to thank everyone that came out for that. In the future, I might do more of those. What is going on, Steve? What's going on, Glitter Fart? We got Alex in the house. We got DOG. We got Ben in the house. We got Bro Sir V88. This sounds like a kind of sad playlist. Well, she is Canadian as well. So we got that Canadian connection there. So today we are looking at a very robust interview with not one but two people. That is right, both misery merchants. But before we get to that, there's something we have to address that happened today on stream with DSP. Good stream. Oh, thank you so much. You see, DSP did something very, very gross. He wore a tank top on shirt. So this happened earlier on stream. So if you notice here, he wore a tank top with a shirt over top of it. Told people, if you give me 50 subs, I'll take off my shirt. But if you notice right down here, right down in here, a little bit closer. What does that look like, guys? Eva Cowboy found his lover. That right there, guys, is a man's ear. Or a compression chest binder spot sports bra for men. A brosier, whatever you want to call it. It's a fold, not a bra. I don't know about that. That's a woman sure judge my color. But this was prophesized a long time ago by one person. We haven't seen it in a very long time. So, Lashero, familiar DSP, predicted this a long, long time ago.
Well, I better get home. I guess they permanently closed GameStop.
Come get your men's brassiere.
I feel like this would actually happen to Phil here too.
You there, sir.
Me?
Tired of internet folk always making fun of your man boobs on stream.
It was the shirt I was wearing. I don't have moobs.
You can put a
Yes, the trolls, dude.
shirt over it, and no one will know you have it on.
My buddies over at Kino Casino.
Look at that. It was prophesized. That's a woman's sport bra, yeah. Are we speculating that this was a compression bra under the tank top? That is correct. This was prophesized. So, okay, so you guys, do you think it's a sports bra that he's wearing or just a fold? Yeah. So I'll leave you with that to ponder that. But now we get to the misery merchants. And guys, amazing stuff. They have musical stuff, they have video stuff, they have a lot of different stuff. Let's take a look. From Misery Merchant, Phil, The Dark Side, Snortflix mockumentary trailer.
Hey, Mr. Burnell, you there?
I am present.
Mr. Burnell, would you raise your right hand?
No, I was literally going to get on a bus and go to Washington and rescue her.
Yeah, you need to get out now. That place is toxic.
Where's Cat? Hashtag, where's Cat?
We haven't seen Cat for so long.
Where did the money go? Where's Cat really?
That's the theory I'm interested in. Cat's dead.
Well, until we see Cat, it could be true.
The only other thing
Yeah, we're gonna have Mr. and Mrs. Misery Merchant on tonight.
anyone could ask him would be questions he doesn't want to answer, like where's Cat?
We haven't seen her since.
What else do we need to know about this woman that we don't know yet?
Guys, my sister's not being abused. That's what I thought. Then when I put the pieces together and realized he's not abusing her, she's attracted to him.
Mid-2016, I accidentally streamed myself masturbating.
By the way, Friday, 10-year anniversary of the May 1st burst, by the way.
Seattle homicide detectives are investigating after finding a body in Renton.
Phil, you looking real suspect right now.
Police in Renton say they need your help tracking down this man.
People who live nearby have several surveillance cameras set up. Homicide detectives with Seattle Police Department received leads to this location.
If they have children together, I want no part of it.
He's not to leave my son.
And I love this shot right here where it's like talking about his children, immediately goes to Derek.
I do think of him as my son. Leave Derek's name out of your fucking mouth.
I have his address. I will murder him.
Renton PD say they found a 17-year-old boy with gunshot wounds. The shooting happened in the parking lot of an auto repair shop.
You heard that, honey? Cops outside.
It's over for you.
I gotta get the fuck out of here right now.
And detectives are warning the public the suspect could be considered armed and dangerous.
There's no rhyme or reason, no consistency to what he does. So you start wondering if the guy was drinking.
It's the blue car.
The officer was trying to bump the back of that car.
Oh my God!
He's smiling backwards.
Oh, my goodness.
That's unbelievable.
I had to lie about things because I had to protect my family.
I've already tried to talk to him like millions of times. We know he's not
Yeah, this is one of the greatest detractor videos I've ever seen.
change. He's gonna be the same asshole.
Like, I want this on Netflix. I want to watch this series.
And he's always been.
And then they also do musical note. So this is The Boy Who Self-Felted. So basically what they did in this song was took words from the leaked DMs and made it into a song. Of course, WWF champions have to start.
I'm all fucked up from a year of pain. I'm ready for the worst. I really hope our brief and fun association didn't hurt. I was branded as a living joke.
Everybody get your lighters out. Let's see those lights.
Lolcow
This is a great concert right here.
and a meme. Whenever something good happens, it's usually taken away from me. From me. From me. From me. From me. It's weird how my life works.
That's right, let's see the lighters. There we go, dudes.
When I lose. To think that you are snaking me, I'm completely confused. If you want me to fuck off, it's all good. Just let me know. I was a big YouTuber and I had money to blow. It's incredibly hard for me.
This part right here goes extremely hard. I love it.
To trust anyone with my history. It's back to the old Phil, who I actually hate to be. Unless I tell the truth and ruin the whole thing.
Yeah, like the lyrics, especially taken from the leaked DMs and the way they arrange it, makes a perfect story.
I got fucking snaked by a lot of people
Foreshadowing King Snake.
over the years. The world is full of big mouth pussies who only talk, then disappear. The worst thing you can do with me is to be dishonest. People will ask why the hell I did this. There's no reason to object. It's incredibly hard for me to trust anyone with my history. It's better than feel who I actually hate to be. Unless I tell the truth and ruin the whole thing.
Oh yeah, let's see W's in the chat for Misery Merchants. And of course, the last video I'm going to show you here is the thing that Phil projects so much, the thing that Phil wants to be so much, and it's going to be the true DSP experience. Are you guys ready for this? Because this is Phil is woke, talking about dressing up like a woman and how it's okay for him.
It's an uncomfortable situation because he's cross-dressing. Ha ha ha. It's implied that something sexual happened between Cloud and these people. It just like fades to black and you don't know what happens. I remember that. It's just very fucking weird. I was just like so confused as a teenager.
We're not sleeping together, you fat.
I can't say that
That's why we got a room with a giant bed.
It was a different time. It was a different era.
Ladies and gentlemen, DSP here. Apparently, I cross-dressed on Halloween.
Best Halloween costume ever.
You do realize the words trannies and gay are not bad words, right?
Even if I had cross-dressed, there's nothing wrong with that.
I'm coming out of the closet.
Are we excited now? What was the big deal about that?
No, I'm proud to be how I am.
I've been one of the most open people when this is, I don't care about your sexual preference, your gender preference. There should be homosexual marriages. I believe that should happen. Oh, I said homosexual marriages. What should I say? Same-sex marriages? All right, excuse me, I'm a little angry. It's 2022, it's time to fucking wake up.
Oh my God, Phil's woke.
I'm gay.
We're totally gay. You can literally bend over and suck a turd out of your own fucking butthole.
I'm fine.
Come on, meaty man, let's do it. 10 big dicks.
And you're gonna sit here and say, oh, you're dressing up like a woman. Oh, you're dressing up like a cross-dresser. It's like,
Sure, you get up the ass.
because I'm wearing a wig. You're not even insulting me.
Amazing
You're
stuff.
insulting other people. Wow, you want to prove how fucking bigoted, how scumbaggish you are? Why are you saying horrible things like that?
Also, I'm gay. Nothing wrong with that.
It's not a joke for you, because you're like a conservative and you think it's funny to make fun of people who do that kind of stuff. It's not funny at all. What's funny is they're treating it like a negative towards me, when it's definitely not a negative anyway, but I didn't even do it anyway. It's 2022, it's time to fucking wake up.
Oh my God, Phil's woke.
I'm gay.
We're totally gay. You can literally bend over and suck a turd out of your own fucking butthole.
I'm fine.
Come on, meaty man, let's do it. 10 big dicks.
And you're gonna sit here and say, oh, you're dressing up like a woman. Oh, you're dressing up like a cross-dresser. It's like,
Sure, you get up the ass.
because I'm wearing a wig, and you're not even insulting me. You're insulting other people. By the way, if it were a woman's wig, it still wouldn't fucking matter. People do this constantly. It's acceptable. That's like his signature thing, his flowing locks. You cannot be Ken without his signature blonde hair.
I wish I was Ryu. I think I might just wear this every day. I like this. It looks natural, right? It looks like my real hair.
And that's when DSP dressed up as Hillary Clinton. Thoughts on if DSP will try to copyright his new song into his Level 1 podcast to try and strike restreamers? I don't think that will happen, because you can go into YouTube Studios and actually cut out the intro. So as soon as you get like a copyright claim, you can automatically cut it out from YouTube. Prideside Phil. And guys, if you want to go see Misery Merchant stuff, the description is in the video here. So just look below in the description. They have a lot of stuff. Human, On the Highway, Keem Dream, a lot of different stuff in here. A lot of great stuff. They also stream as well. Okay, so now let's try. Hopefully this works out. here. Hello.
Hello.
How is everyone doing?
Y'all hear me?
Hello, hello. I am unmuted. Am I doing all right?
Yeah, I can hear you. Amazing, amazing stuff. Love those videos. Love the music. You're doing an amazing job. And I believe you have an upcoming entry in the Shaking as well, I believe.
That is true. Yeah, we're going to be submitting something for
Absolutely.
this first round. And then hopefully y'all vote for us so we get in the second round finals.
Yes, yes. And thank you. Thank you for admiring our stuff, appreciating it, and plugging it and having us here today and playing it. I really sometimes actually I kind of forgot how good that Snorflix fucking thing was.
You have no idea that, like I said, it's
Haven't
one
watched
of
it in
the
a while.
best ones I've ever seen in the Tractorverse. That looks like a real Netflix show, and I want to watch it.
Thank you very much. There was someone else, I can't think of it now, it was too long ago, but we did that for the Gintro competition. For that being said, if you can recall that one. And we weren't in the it was just a thing for it, you know what I mean? But somebody else had done a really good murder mystery one where they had like fake interrogations with him. They're
Well,
going
no, no,
uwu
no. See,
style.
you're retconning Phil's style. What happened was we entered it, but we made it way too long, so we immediately disqualified ourselves.
Yeah, the
But-
plan was to enter it, but yeah, my ambitions got the best of me, and I was like, fuck it.
DOG asked in the chat, how do you vote for you in the Shaking, I guess?
The first round is the day of the show. You just vote in chat as it's going. I'm pretty sure that's all that is.
There you go. So
but then
it's May 1st,
during
right?
the finals, yes.
Okay.
And if we make it to the finals, then that has a few extra steps where they have links and whatnot to follow to go vote on like a Google spreadsheet or something like that.
Okay, so you heard it. May 1st, Shaking. Celebrate DSP's jerking off in 10 years by voting for Misery Merchants. You heard that right here. So one of the things also that you do amazing as well is your charity streams. So I pointed out kind of Savs, and I want to point out yours as well, the Canines for Warriors. What can you tell people about your Canine for Warriors streams and charity?
So that was our first, our first and only charity.
and only charity stream. Yes, yes. We raised, I think it was at the very end, $1,500. Woohoo! For Canines Warriors. So that is a charity that helps rescue dogs, train them up to be service dogs, and then pair them up with veterans. And do they do active duty service members or anything like that? I forget, Mr. Merch.
At this point, I forget the details if it's active, but either way, it's trying to pair veterans and veteran law enforcement, emergency services, yada yada, with these dogs. So you're helping 2 for 1.
There you go.
Canine and a human. Human.
Yeah, amazing stuff. Of course, some people put it under the rug, but you know what? I know you're not supposed to publicize, charity and stuff according to Phil because he's Roman Catholic, but I think people should be acknowledged for this, for the good charity they do, and I wanted to bring out so you guys get the acknowledgement you get. And speaking of acknowledgement, there's one subject we have to talk about that's been recently in the news. You guys have covered this person before. I think you know who I'm talking about. Someone who just got arrested.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
Got arrested?
Yeah.
Your good
Did
buddy,
you hear?
River Rejection.
Oh, that guy. Yeah.
So, what are your thoughts on River Rejection?
Yeah. Oh man, it's so stupid. So fucking stupid. Because he was, kind of almost had a chance to be kind of a fun little fucking idiot. But you just, the quest to find a normal one continues. Somehow it has to always be involved with that fucking bullshit, man. Like, dude, come on. And I'm not even going to repeat because I also can't even remember the number and Were not animals involved?
It was 8,000 images slash
Ah!
videos of animals
Ah!
and infants.
Wood chipper, wood chipper,
Yes.
wood chipper, wood chipper.
And you thought
Fuck.
when you first see this guy, you thought like this can't be a real person. The guy that doesn't know how to make
Yeah.
toast, almost burns his house down making toast, doesn't know how mirrors work, doesn't know how color works. You're like, okay, this guy's just an idiot. It's a DSP
Well,
fan.
I was certain a lot of that was engagement baiting, especially once trolls kind of started paying attention to it, because he came on the radar because he jumped on the train of threatening Lex. At least as far as I know, no one was really paying attention to him before that. And that was when we did our episode on the short bus.
And he actually showed up in our chat.
And then
during
he
the
did. Yeah, I know.
Episode. It was crazy.
I told him he's a fucking idiot for doing meth and but cutting out sugar.
Yeah, it's okay. He cut out sugar from his diet, so that's
Oh yeah,
okay.
that's awesome. It's funny because he would say, "Oh, cigarettes are gross. Now let me show you this meth I just bought."
So exactly. And then I even made jokes about him having sent meth to PWR. And I mean, he did kind of didn't he do like a winky face or some shit?
Well, the weird part is they had conversations behind the scenes when that happened. And they're like, "Oh, you know, River Rejection, he's a good guy. He's one of the best DSP dents." And then River be like, "Oh, PWR is so
Yeah.
awesome. We talk behind the scenes." And now you're wondering, what exactly did they talk about behind the sines besides meth?
Well, and
Right,
that's what I had
because-
joked about, that he mailed him some from New Zealand because River, we found tweets of
Yeah,
River
we found-
bragging
yeah, we-
about mailing some to some other person in Papua New Guinea or some shit.
But yeah, because he had contact with some of the other dents that we covered. There was like a weird crossover moment with him, PWR, and I think one other person too. The thing is, when he got arrested, one of the key words in there was distribution as well. So, who was he distributing it to?
Well, that's the
He
weird
left it-
part. So I guess
Left the torn on upload.
there was a reporter that was put on River getting arrested before he no-showed court. And apparently what River did was he told the person, "You better take that down," and then started sending like sexual abuse material to the reporter. So
Oh.
you're already on the run for that stuff.
Okay.
And then you're going to do that on top of that. So
Was it,
yeah.
He's thinking, I'm gonna get them balled up too in this because they'll have it on. They're gonna open it and then bam, they're guilty too.
And then
It
yeah,
sounds like a method idea.
I did a video on him on my Dyson Friends channel, and apparently he was buying like crack pipes and meth stuff off of Temu, which I didn't even know you could get off of Temu.
Oh, bless the Chinese.
Oh yeah.
Those are hard to come by in New Zealand, eh?
And then there was one point where like he rode his bike into like the forest or something, and then didn't know how to get back, and then he collapsed and someone found him.
Went for a walk and disappeared for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
We I dropped a link in chat of the stream we had done on him and PWR. Not really a stream, but a segment within our stream. And it was the theme of following up after the Lex threats and how fucking losery these fucking boneheads are. Hey, who would have known it would turn into this by now? Because I'm sure you want to dovetail that into the other fucking idiot, huh?
Well, the funny thing is too, so before we found out about all this stuff, when we first found him, it was me, Diaz, and there was another person. We wanted to hear what his voice was like. Because we're like, this guy's got a pretty weird voice. We know it. So we were actually going to do a stream of playing Call of Duty with him. And so we could get his voice on the stream. But it never worked out. And thankfully so.
Yeah, you'd have been on the Interpol investigation or some shit.
Yeah. Oh, and that's the other thing too. So one of the people that tipped off the New Zealand people was the United States. What's it called? The Missing Children and Exploited Children, because he was uploading stuff to their online stuff too.
Aha.
So when the United States is like, "Oh, this guy in New Zealand is uploading all this stuff," that's pretty bad.
I think I know someone who's done work for them. Huh. Interesting.
Speaking of DSP dents, let's talk about the biggest dent ever, which is DSP. How did you guys discover DSP?
For me, I would
Well, it was
say
kind
I
of the same
kind of
time, right?
kinda, like, I think I heard about him and, like, speaking of the incident coming up, like, when that happened, I heard about, like, some streamer got caught doing the thing, but I really didn't know about Phil or really follow up with that too much. I think what really got me into Phil was watching, Mr. Medicare and his Phil segments, in particular, the King of Catfish video, because that was right around the time in between Cat moving in and Pandalise saga ending, and this was when the escort saga stuff was kind of hot. And yeah, when that video came out, I'm like, huh, there's more to this Phil guy than meets the eye for sure. And that's kind of what got us both interested around the same time.
What did you
Like,
think
I don't
about
know.
the
I
yeah.
feel
That's
like
the
Mr.
short of
Merch
it.
is kind of similar, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the short of it. Yeah.
So speaking of Medicare, what did you think of the Medicare tweets that DSP put out saying that, oh, you better do this interview before it's too late and you don't want to regret this when he's like dying from cancer?
I mean, that was funny and very obvious that Andy put him up to the, or not Andy, but the other asshole, Triple P, put him up to it.
Yeah, it's too clever for Phil to actually think of on his own.
Well, it's funny because I
Plus,
don't
he
think
never really
DSP even
cared.
realized what he said because he just put it out and he's like, why are people giving me backlash over this? I don't understand.
See, that's what I mean by like too clever. Like Phil didn't think of that on his own. He just like, yeah, like you said, regurgitated probably PPP answer. You know?
You'd have to go look through the DMs if there's, because I know they did talk about it, but I don't know if there was talk in there of him actually like crafting it.
Oh no,
But
PPP himself came out and said he put Phil up to it.
yeah, but I don't know if he helped him craft the wording.
Oh.
And you know what I'm saying? Down to that, you know. But
Oh, he
because
probably
he had
did.
to have, right? He had to. But at
Like
the
Phil
same
just
time,
copy pasted. You know?
yeah, Phil's a lying little fucking bitch. When it comes to drama, he knows everything. You think he didn't look up Mr. Medicare way back when he was fucking making fun of waking up sick Panda Lee to make him hot pockets?
Oh, and there's
He been knowing who Medicare is. You know what I'm saying?
Me toker.
Just the other day, exactly. What was it? Fucking yesterday, I think. I'm watching ALT, watching Phil, and this motherfucker. I have no clue who Amberlynn Reed is. And then ALT goes back to the past, and he finds clip where DSP's like, I don't know anything about Amberlynn, but apparently she's a sad story about a big fat lady who started a weight loss YouTuber channel and da 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 da. Like, motherfucker. You're such a lying ass every single time.
Well, DSP has his little flying monkeys everywhere to tell him stuff, so they bring it back to him. He
That
knows everything
too.
about everyone. Even like Wings of Redemption, like, I don't know anything about him, but this is his entire life story.
But you know he's up late gin sipping and loving to watch others being dogged on because he is absolutely feeling that he's better than them. That's why he still insists he's not a locale. He's nothing like RTU, nothing like Rich, nothing like Wings. Fucking forget Boogie who? Boogie who? You remember way back when he fucking snaked back at Jared and that motherfucker specifically pointed out in his video, Boogie2988 said it was one of his favorite tweet of the year. But now you bring up Boogie, this motherfucker says, Boogie who?
Yeah, and especially
You mean,
speaking
you
of
mean
like all this
Keem's
stuff
little
too,
bitch?
because there was one time he was talking about like the suicide of Etika, and he was saying how
Judgment Begins.
Yeah,
That's
so
my
he was
favorite
playing-
title.
He was playing Judgment right after that, so he's talking about Etika. So he titles the video, "Etika passes away" or "Rip Etika, Judgment Begins." It's like, how do you not see that?
It's classic.
Yeah. So
He might have known.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And just kind of let it rip for Algo's sake.
that is true.
He
What would
loves
you
his
say
titles.
Is
You know he
the
does.
worst genre that DSP plays?
JRPGs.
Oh, well, worse in what category?
Your own
that
personal
he's personally the
version,
worst,
yeah.
or ooh, Oh, well, I mean, yeah, I hate seeing him play RPGs and fucking all the mechanics up and
It's just
doing
like
shit voices, not understanding the story. Like,
they're
go
the
away.
most boring. Like, not
That
necessarily
too.
the worst in gameplay. Like, he plays other games worse than an RPG. But as far as entertainment value goes, anytime there's an RPG, especially a JRPG, he draws it out. It's very long. It's very boring. It's a lot of la la la's and doo doo doos.
Oh,
If there's auto battle, you're getting auto battled half the way through. Like, he falls asleep during Yakuza. Pokemon's been a drag. Dragon Quest has been a drag. Anytime he does a JRPG, it's usually
just
boring.
RPG,
Yeah.
Baldur's Gate. Fuck off with that. Good luck watching that shit.
Yeah, especially me, the worst thing he does is any card game. So like when he's playing vampire crawlers, he'll have a
Oh,
handful
sure.
of hands of cards and he'll go, guys, what do I do? Which card do I pick? How do I do this? Duh,
The
duh,
the
duh.
the Spire was worse. That Spire one. He really did sit there and chin stroke for every decision. I'll give him some credit. This vampire game is a little more fast paced, but it's boring as dirt. Boring as dirt. What does he play it twice?
Well, it's the same guy, remember,
I
who
think.
does the number puzzle for colors in Tormented Souls 2.
Yeah, what color's purple? No, what number's purple?
And then let's add these together and let's see what this comes and that color goes to that. And then someone tells him in chat and he goes, oh, I think I have the answer. Boom, oh, look how smart I am.
Man, I really got a kick out of that where he was going back and forth. It wasn't even that game. It was some other game he rage quit, and it was like a piece of paper in a locker. He just kept going back to that paper, and you had to flip the paper back and forth,
it.
and had the symbols. Yes, and he just goes
Yes, that
back
was
to
what
the
the one where
thing.
chat told him the right answer, but he input it wrong and just didn't realize that.
Was that a routine?
That sounds right. That sounds right.
That's
With the
also
robot
the game
coming
he had
after him.
he had the gun show in there when he kept looking at the man in the Speedo for the arcade game.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Didn't he say like, "Oh my god"? Like as soon as it started, like he had a
His
very rainbow flag type of response,
He also went to grab his shirt to like undo his buttons, like to take his shirt off too.
Oh, he did, yeah. And it wasn't one of
He
those
was, like,
mini games, a
dancing.
gambling game that he played for a little bit.
Yeah.
Think
Oh.
so. Or I'm thinking of some other indie game he played during that time.
Honestly, all his playthroughs just blend together. They're all so boring.
It's becoming pretty mushy lately, like really lately. And honestly, it's how can I say this is really fucked up, but when he had the goals system, when he hit one goal, he could at least continue begging for more goals. And now that he doesn't have goals, but clearly needs 150 to get his fucking mania under control, he then has nothing to do after that because he also can't beg for another fucking goal because there is no goal and so there can't be a second goal. He still asks for support, but once the begging goes away, in general, he has nothing. And now that he can't even beg for a second goal, once that 150's hit, he's got nothing. And combined with the learned helplessness over time, this motherfucker and heavy reliance on the chat and e-girl, e-thought fucking engagement baiting, he is now, I mean, there's just
Stop
nothing.
baiting.
Yeah, there is nothing going on between those ears and nothing going on in that fucking chat. Nothing going on for entertainment value. It's so fucking bad. And my reality of it, here's my truth. That man's brain matter has severely shrunken over time, man. With the alcoholism, the lifestyle, the everything.
Well, the whole thing is too,
Maybe-
in some games, he's also handheld by Jade. So that tells you the condition of his
Yeah,
brain.
Jade, when Jade's helping out lately. And Jade be fucking, encouraging the how tips time,
How support DSP now?
Yep. I happy you.
Yeah. So did you
What were you
see
gonna say,
his
babe?
offer?
What'd you say,
Oh,
babe?
sorry, go ahead.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, I think he's got maybe like a lot of liquid on the brain. That's
Mm.
why his head looks like so light bulbish lately. like way more wide at the top and narrow at the bottom. His brain is collecting some kind of liquid being retention in his head. I don't
Oh, that's
know.
definitely possible. Did you see his offer today? About 50 subs?
50
Yes.
subs so he could take off a shirt, right?
Yeah, but he's better than RTU. Which
Because
RTU
he's
does it for 50
skinnier.
bucks.
He's skinnier, okay?
I
That's the whole thing. Like Phil's way more in shape. He's way skinnier than RTU. RTU's put a cucumber in his mouth before. Phil ever do that?
He's put a lot of stuff in his mouth.
It's like setting up the conditions to play chicken. I don't really want to do it, but if you actually drop this fucking ridiculous amount of money, I will. And I'm a little. Was it kick subs where you can't do Argentina?
Well, apparently you can charge back
memberships.
though on Kick.
Oh boy, he gonna learn. Oh man.
Yeah. And
He's
not
gonna
only
learn.
that, so Kick, I think in the upcoming year, 2027, they're gonna have ads on their videos and streams as well, which means
Oh, of course,
they're
yeah.
gonna crack down on what you can say and what you can do. There's gonna be a little bit more censorship, so
That'll eventually. Yep.
yeah, we'll see how Phil does with that. Now, do you think he's on Ozempic?
Man, at this point, it feels like it. It really does. I was
Maybe
trying to
it's
give him the
not,
benefit of the doubt
maybe not exactly Ozempic, but some sort
of
of
one of them.
GLP-1 type
Right.
style medications.
Yeah, because he's still got that fat face. You can see he's like aged like 15 years in 2 years, but he's still losing weight like unhealthy wise as well.
And that's why, it's like I was trying to give a little benefit that he was like just genuinely moving a little more and eating a little less, combined with, a little help with that, the booze help you eat a little less, and the extra coffee help you eat a little less type thing.
Walking his horse.
But I
Right.
think what like really is starting to give it away. Okay, so GLP-1 stuff. If you're on it,
Inhibitors.
yeah, the doctors will recommend you eat a diet that's higher in protein. So this is in line with Phil's obsession with protein pretzels and protein chips and protein whatever. Now, one of the other things is this higher protein in your diet. It can cause some constipation. So
Or
then,
GI distress, huh?
or
In
GI
general.
distress, yeah, IBS, whatever. So what else doctors recommend is eating a diet rich in fiber. So if you like actually kind of pay attention, maybe you could even pig go it. You could look up. He's also recently been talking about fiber and stuff like that.
His little
too.
salads.
Salads,
Uh-huh.
yeah, and
Where he names all the ingredients in a bag of pre-made salad.
so I think he is following, or Kat is following, and suggesting to Phil that some sort of doctor's advice, because one of them or both of them are on the GLP-1.
Oh, and we've been screaming compression shirt on our streams for like, I don't know, ever since like it came up and like you could see the outline of it in under his shirt.
Yes, there have been times we have paused and brought up the
Yep.
outline of like compression moob tank tops underneath his shirts, and it's like been revealed. We were right. But those were the real lines that we were looking at. Holy crap.
I think you definitively showed that today.
And the whole thing too, in the last 2 years, DSP keeps trying to take away anything that people make fun of him. His snorts, his fatness, the way he says stuff, the way he does
Scrawny
stuff.
arms.
Because he believes, and he said this before, if he takes away every single thing that people make fun of him for, there's no reason to hate him, and everyone should like him, and his content is so great that people are forced to watch it then. Which he still doesn't understand. It's his personality. It's the way he talks to people. Like, even like when he goes to the Street Fighter stream, low support, low salt, he's getting his ass beat, and he goes, support the fucking stream right now. Like, who of
Yeah, that was
natural
like 2
mind's
weeks
gonna
ago.
do that?
That was in like the last 2 weeks, I think.
Yeah. And then he follows that up with,
Maybe
support the goddamn stream right now. Give me something to shout out, period.
Yeah. When I come back, I want something to shout out. Oh man. Um, but it's I mean, it's even so much more than that. Okay, it's the history of engaging in that behavior while crying broke, claiming the IRS is gonna come fucking boot you out of your house the next day.
Like Asmund
And then
Gold.
yeah, they're going on vacation and getting secret marriage. Then, all that shit just roll. And then, oh, I'm in a higher tax bracket now because all that money you gave me. So I'm going to need some more money. I'm going to need some more of that shit. Then years later, do this half-assed admission. I was down from the rafters / they call me DSP. Fuck yeah. But I got rid of that account a while ago. Oh my God. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. And he still cannot reconcile and understand why it was bad to spend that amount of money while begging like that during that time, while going bankrupt on 13 credit cards. As a
And
taxpayer, I'm pissed.
lying to your mom about what the money was going toward.
Yeah.
Because
Well, not only that.
that money, at least some of it, went to Scopely and
Well,
not taxes,
Yeah.
not bills, not anything nice for Cat.
The down payment on the IRS plan, allegedly. And it's like, well, what did these people contribute for hashtag save the house? And then you went on the trip and your mom paid for all this bullshit too. It's like, Jesus fuck. So you took this vacation, wedding, and honeymoon money. Like, Dash, how much money you think that was?
It's got to be at least 10 to 20,000.
Granted, I do, there's some pictures to show, like pretty much they just got married in the living room, yada, yada. Okay, so those costs were pretty low, but come on, man.
Now, keep in mind, too, so his mom paid for the flight there, paid for the mobile on the plane, too, so he could play mobile games, which he admitted to, paid for the
Yes.
wedding, and then
Both of them,
gave
by
him
the way.
money to pay his taxes, which, by the way, her original offer was to pay for a honeymoon. And he said, no, I can't
That's
do
what
that.
I'm saying.
I have to have the money for the taxes. But then he also says a year later, oh, I owe back taxes from the state. So where did all that money go that your mom gave you?
Insane, bro. Plus
And-
what the people just gave him before he left.
Yeah.
And keep in mind, Cat's wedding dress, hand me down.
I think he said his suit was
Yeah.
like a hand-me-down too.
I think, yeah, he bought it secondhand or some shit.
Yeah.
I don't think his dad had clothes that'll fit him. he was pretty chunky then. And you could even see Cat was getting thick after living there with him for just a year.
Well, Dave Burnell is an actual man. A Marine, had his own business, successful. See, if I was Dave Burnell and someone asked, oh, how's your son doing, Phil? I'd be like, I don't know. He died in a car accident 20 years ago.
Yeah. He works in Alaska. We don't talk much.
So, what do you think is your most guilty playthrough of DSP? For me, for example, I love it and hate it at the same time. Driving games, because he crashes so many times, blames the game. It's like, oh, that car came out of nowhere, especially when it's like a parked car. What would you say is your guilty playthrough of DSP that you like laughing at him watching it?
I'll take this one first. For me, it's the definitive one. For me, is World of Warcraft. It's not really a playthrough because he didn't get really through anything. But if I had to rate like this is how you don't play is the funniest, it's got to be WoW.
And what about
Man,
yours?
that's so tough.
It doesn't have to be your
Oh,
all-time favorite. It could be one of your favorites.
I'm like, I don't like watching this bitch do anything. I've gotten to a real sour point with him. But oh my God.
So is there a certain genre or certain this is how you don't play that you like?
Grand Theft Auto's classic. Any of those in general, you're going to get fun. But, it's like a lot of that includes driving, as you said.
Yeah.
It's like any game with driving, he's going to be bad at that, fucking that all left and right. And it's funny. Then again, I'd like the good old fighting games because it's what matters most to him. And so I think that's what I like is seeing the genuine breaking point. I mean, lately he's been sounding like he's going to cry on Street Fighter 6 nights. It's bad.
Well, it's
He
really
looks
And I
like he's
like
gonna
that.
cry.
I like that. That's some good ass salt, man.
Well, it's also
It
funny
did
too
40 something.
because whenever he wins, it's a good game. It's great. It's amazing. Whenever he loses, goddamn connections, goddamn net rollback net code. Damn you, Cannon Brothers. It's a horrible game. They need to fix this. Amazing how that works out.
It's gotten so bad lately, and by lately, I'm 2 years. When he wins, you can't tell because he's still bitching. Like I listen to this stupid shit a lot in the background, right? Not looking at it. And on fight nights, it's like I really can't tell if he's winning or losing most of the time. I really can't.
Yeah, like it's hard to watch him as of late.
Yeah, but boy, that fighting game salt is tasty, very tasty. I
It's
like
okay.
it.
He's not gonna be playing Street Fighter 6 anymore, so like he's given up. So you won't even have to see it anymore.
Actually, he said
Yeah.
he's bringing it back.
Uh-huh.
He said
It
retro
wasn't gonna
fighting
be
game
that
though.
long.
So he might be doing
Oh,
like
yeah,
Super
okay.
Turbo.
Or whatever stupid shit he played on his last little dumb. Wasn't it on his birthday? He played a bunch.
Like Street Fighter versus
So-
Capcom or something like that.
Yeah, he played a bunch. So I would suggest whatever one he felt he found the best comp for. That's probably the one he's returning to.
Oh, he wants that Jax Raxer bucks.
Yeah, yeah. Well, there's a part of him that's clearly chasing a high, right? You can see that in him. That's part of why I like that fighting game shit, especially lately. He is chasing some old glory that is so not just faded and gone. It never really was. And that's the other fucking thing about all of this with the fighting games. He really believes he had this huge impact regionally, locally, and nationally. Well, fuck, internationally with his channel is what he would say. I have an international audience. But yeah, he really thinks he's a much bigger deal than he ever was. And
Well,
he's not.
Even his biggest success, fourth place at EVO, was tainted. So it was the year people boycotted it because it was a broken down version PS1. So he had less competition, so he had less people to beat. Remember, #1 North American, fourth overall.
Oh, you know what? It just came to me. I won't fence it your answer. Guilty pleasure of watching him. Actually, those fucking fake ass guides he made for Overwatch. That shit is so fucking bad and stupid, and he's dead ass serious about all of it. I would watch all of those anytime with anybody. They're so, especially like if you liked Overwatch back then too, and then there's also this nostalgia for what it used to be, and you feel sad about the game, whatever the fuck, and you watch this dumb fuck playing it like the dumbest son of a bitch. You press this for the ultimate and use this. And this is a team game. You should fucking stick with your team. It's not Call of Duty. And in the footage, he's running around by himself as Lucio. What the fuck are you trying to boot people with his gun? Get the fuck out of here, dog. What are you doing? Hey, Reinhardt, check this out. Fuck.
And speaking of messed up, what do you guys think about recently, the last 2 days, all the role playing that's going on in Phil's chat?
Yeah, it's real cute. Real fucking Goldshire and shit.
Like, that's a reflection on his fan base. Because I had Eva Cowboy
Wasn't it-
fan in
yeah,
my
Eva
chat
Cowboy.
right before that too.
Oh yeah, because I was thinking, I'm like, wasn't one of the because I believe some of that ERP is absolutely just LARPers LARPing, but like Eva Cowboy fan, that's actually a Phil fan right there. And the fact that he's getting in on it too, now that makes it funny. Because like Phil will have to address it if it keeps going on at some point because Phil wants Eva Cowboy fan to stick around.
Well, the
But-
problem is too,
Oh.
Uniqueness was the one giving him like $90 that night, and he was part of that. So he's like not breaking it up because he doesn't want to lose that money.
And I'm pretty sure I don't really follow the dents too tightly, but No Sleep Real Vibes been around for a while. Isn't that pretty well confirmed, like to be their own person, not one of these potential OSC clones or whatever?
It's like 99% confirmed.
Okay, so that's what I'm getting at. Because there's also the potential it's just fucking the schizoid motherfucker talking to himself on socks, trying to get attention from all angles.
Oh, that is definitely possible.
'Cause that's what I think a lot of the stupid shit is, anyways. These motherfuckers are more entertained about us talking about them and Phil talking about them than like any of the stupid gameplay or eating sandwiches.
Well, the other
And I
option.
like
Oh,
how
sorry. Go ahead.
Phil is like, I like how Phil will like glance at the chat and be like, "Well, you guys shouldn't be talking about that anyways. The only two things you should be talking about is me or the game I'm playing." That's the two things Phil will only permit in his chat, and you know.
Well, it's weird too because he'll yell at people for talking about sports, but not doing role play in his chat.
See, Phil's okay with like playing with a certain set of balls, but not the other.
Yeah.
Oh, but you know what else is funny? It speaks to, I think, his baby fucking brains that he literally, that's a subject he cannot or does not want to confront, especially or particularly publicly. So I think that's another reason why he ain't gonna call that out.
Well, you can
Maybe,
see.
And
Yeah.
maybe Phil likes reading it. Like deep down,
yeah,
reading it, and he's like, ugh. But like, he has to pretend to not like it on the surface.
I think he has intimacy issues because you can see he has like service level knowledge, but anything that's deeper than that, he doesn't know anything about because he's not mature. He hasn't had the experience. Someone today asked him, "Have you ever made love under the stars?" And his answer was, "Well, I've never made love in space, so I guess."
yeah, I know. But that's also his idea of what he thinks is funny too.
Yeah, that's
See,
yeah.
you always gotta weigh that. And but he's definitely the guy who's telling you a boob feels like a bag of sand, you know?
Yeah.
If you could even get him to talk about that, Jesus fucking Christ. I mean, you could have prior to Cat moving in. And and let's talk about that too. This motherfucker's second living room now. What the hell is this second living room if we're having this great, wonderful marriage?
It's the Tyrone room. That's where Phil has to wait.
The chair in the
Or the
corner.
escape room. He called it escape room in one of his little ramblings. Did you happen to catch that one?
That's not a good
But he,
thing for a relationship.
yeah, it wasn't that kind of escape room, but he did say that. And it's like, what fuck are we escaping from? Absolutely. Like you got to go in there to wait your turn, or maybe that's it. It's a waiting room. It's a waiting room
There you go.
for the train that come. You know what I'm saying?
You start in there in the waiting room. You got to wait your turn, take a number.
You gotta wait your turn to get tagged in for the fucking
And some people have also
Charlie's
said,
mom situation.
some people have also said he's trying to clean up the house, so when he gets his credit back, he can refinance his house, so he can fix all that stuff too.
Well, let's talk about cleaning the house. He has ordered another dumpster service to come in. Mind
Yes.
you,
I
didn't he just
know.
have a dumpster service come in last year when he cleaned out some closets?
Year before last, I think, for
Okay,
the
year
Mike
before last.
around the Mike
How
Clum era.
how often do you need a dumpster to come to your house? That is
So
strange.
you remember he used
Yes,
to do
I
the dump
know.
runs too.
Yeah, and maybe he just got really after that first dumpster pickup. He was like, "Oh, that was a lot better than going to the fucking dumpster myself. Why don't I have the dumpster come to me? Just like everything else gets delivered to me in my fucking doorstep.
And the
And if
timeline
not, you
too.
hire the people to get it out for me too."
The timeline is as well. He did his closet clean out, then paid a company to clean out the other rooms, and then did another closet clean out, and now it's built up again, which tells you how much they spend in that house.
Dude, the
Yeah.
Amazon people must just like there must be a dedicated guy that all he does is deliver from the Amazon warehouse to Phil, and he just does another loop
By that time, Phil's ordered something else again, so he just picks it up, goes back to Phil's house.
Well, if you
Combined
remember,
with
yeah.
combined with an inconvenient means of disposal. So now and with two lazy fucking oxes, so it just piles the fuck up.
Well, also
Piles the
keep in
fuck
mind,
up.
he said last week he can go to the fence and actually talk to the Amazon people at the Ching Ling fence and just yell at
Yeah,
them.
I know, right? I know. It's I could open his well, actually in the office room, the quiet room. He could yell out that window at the back gate.
Yeah.
But dude, I mean, fuck, what was my train of thought here? The quiet room. He's talked about these noisy neighbors too, but I also think, well, he's a middle unit, so I don't know what wall he's gonna get to get away from them. And shit. One other fucking point. Oh, I'm really inclined to believe that not the basement, what am I saying? The actual living room, first floor, has become the exotic animal petting zoo that was alluded to in those fucking DMs.
Yeah, it's
I
definitely
think the
possible, yeah.
ants took over downstairs.
They're back. And the stink bugs.
Did you hear? I forget if it was yesterday or the day prior. How Phil's talking about, or maybe even today. I don't know what day it is. How Phil's talking about how, like in the kitchen, there's certain areas where it's like the floor. It sounds like the floor doesn't reach the edge of the wall.
Oh, behind the stove. Yeah.
Yeah, behind the stove. So there's just like, I don't know, open space with the subfloor and where the wall is and where the ants get in. Like,
Or it's the tile. You never know how
well,
he's.
yeah, there's some kind of a gap, and the ants are coming back in again at full force, at full speed. So I wonder if like they're having to put more like ant traps down and like bug bombs and weird stuff like that. So they're like escaping upstairs from
Oh my god.
for like the fumigation or the what you call it, like the Orkin man coming over.
Well, did you hear about his window being broken?
I mean, he's never fixed it.
No.
But he said it
Which one?
happened on the previous owners that had the window broken. That's how the bugs are getting in, and he never fixed it.
Oh yeah,
The screen.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's. I know. Since he moved in, allegedly.
12
But
years
when you
ago.
go back to them, videos, didn't we look, babe? Didn't we look once in the original like walkthrough videos? We looked at all the windows for the holes in the screens. I don't think we've seen them.
But remember, if he has to replace those screens, they're like hundreds and hundreds of dollars. So you better think about that.
Yeah,
He's gotta
yeah.
spend
Everything's
10,000
special
on
with
his,
him.
setup.
And I tell you what, you can go look at what it is, to buy a roll of screen and the fucking that weather stripping or whatever yourself, and the little device, little tool to roll it in there. It ain't nothing, man.
Well, DSP thinks everything costs like $1,000. He has to get the top of the line, the biggest brand, and he can just simply do one little fix. He doesn't realize that. So, what is your opinion on DSP paying an editor to do highlights?
Well, Phil's like having to convince himself you got to spend money to make money. Um, but yeah, I think that's first off. I think professionally, it is in bad taste to like be paying someone to do something for you, and then you just like immediately turn around and you're doing a like audit on how much money you're not making and how much money you're losing right away from
I was
paying
gonna
said
say that's my favorite part of
professional.
all this.
Like just as a professional person to another, don't do that. That's not good. You're like you're throwing your guy underneath the bus. He's not going to want to edit for you anymore. So I think that's funny that Phil has like no idea of like manners or etiquette at all.
What if you work for someone for a week and after the third day and onwards, they're telling you, I'm not getting my money's worth out of hiring you? What the fuck? I would leave. I'd be like, cool, you're better off without me then, I guess. Bye.
Well, not only that, there's another angle to this. So he kept saying, I can't pay my mods, I can't pay the people on DSP Throwback, I can't do all this stuff. Then
All
all of a
these
sudden,
years.
he has money to pay someone to edit videos to make highlight videos, but he didn't have it before.
Arkham got the boot for asking. He
Yeah.
became a mouth drooling detractor at that point, just for asking.
He may be utilizing like Fiverr for this, so maybe he can put
No,
$5 away.
no,
No,
this is
'cause he said he
somebody. Come
hasn't made
on,
his
they
money
know what
back
the
on every
detractor
video.
content looks like. Yeah, right. And yeah, that's the whole point. He's not making the $5 back.
Yeah. Do you think it's you don't think it's Lummox, do you?
I don't know. I really don't know enough about that side of the aisle.
The reason I
But it's
say
definitely
that,
someone I would say who's heavily inspired by their editing style for sure.
yeah, because the reason I say that is because there's been rumors that Lummox works with Wings as well, and then all of a sudden, Wings is doing highlight videos as well, same time Phil is. So you're kind of curious if they're like
Interesting.
imitating Lummox or if it actually is Lummox as well.
And maybe or Jordy hooked him up with somebody, or maybe Phil talked about blocking Keem on everything, so I don't think Keem's helping on this one.
No, he's not going to
In
go after
one of
Keem.
our in one of our previous streams, we talked about um like Phil. I think it was in relation to like Phil like trying to take down like Raw Phil or like Dark Dave Mirror and stuff like that. How Phil ultimately would like to have I guess you could say, an approved detractor that he will never strike, he will never take down, and that that detractor in quotation marks, they post kind of like Phil approved clips of him messing up and things like that, and this may be an attempt to
Yeah,
kind of do that. Like this
controlled
is
opposition.
yeah, controlled opposition. Exactly, Mr. Merch. Like this could be the controlled opposition attempt. And man, I almost feel like we did bring up Wings of Redemption kind of in relation to this. How doesn't he have a clipper that some people say is rumored to actually be like
Oh,
they profit
Lummox.
share? Okay,
Yeah,
that is Lummox. Okay, so
yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, they profit share in the background, right?
Well, I'm not
So
saying
yeah,
it's him, but at the same time, his
Roll,
full
right,
name
right.
is Lummox, a hired hoodlum. Just saying.
Hey, it's just speculation, pimp.
Yeah. Again, it's not 100% sure it's him, just speculation. So speaking of disgust and stuff as well, in relation to Wings of Redemption, do you like or hate DSP Tries It?
I
Uh,
I love to hate it because in one
yeah.
hand, it gives us content because sometimes he just says or does some really strange stuff during DSP tries it, and you know we cover it on our streams. We may even make a song about it. Who knows? But it's content for us at the end of the day. So that's why I say I love to hate it.
Not only that, I think it's legitimately the closest thing he has to evergreen content. It's going to be far more interesting watching him eat a Subway breakfast from 2009 and chomping in the microphone than playing fucking Star Wars Force Unleashed or whatever the fuck from back then.
Yeah, I have like a love-hate relationship with this. I hate watching him actually physically eat the food, but I love the rants he goes on, like on his Subway rant, how it's not gourmet, and Taco Bell and all this stuff. How he used to
I
went
know,
to
it's
Pete
so
Subs when it was
autistic.
Pete Subs.
It's so autistic in everything but consideration for the quality. And that's something that's been baffled me about this stupid shit from the beginning. There's so much, you know what I mean? And I'm not trying to be derogatory with that. But I say it about myself, and I'm pretty sure fuck I am. But that attention to detail, that the good type, the good autism, it exists for dumb shit like this fake schedule and pretending to sound like an adult and making things more complicated instead of actually being good at something or the meticulous attention to the quality and standards.
And I think like the DSP tries it like the we'll call it the newer ones where he's door dashing or Uber eatsing everything.
Current day.
Yes, I think that once you start watching enough of those, you could really put together the pieces of him and Kat scamming the system and requesting refunds on things all the time. I think they abuse that. They order it for both of them when they really shouldn't be because they are B writing it off on their taxes. Even Phil claims he doesn't. I'm sure he is. And then C, they're complaining about it and getting a refund for it. So I think it's all a scam.
There's also a period of time where DSP Tries It is not just food. And this motherfucker did a DSP Tries It of a cup with a suction cup on the bottom of it. You remember that?
Yeah.
Fucking goofy that he even bought it. He saw it in the mall, people.
Same guy
in
who
the
did
mall.
the
He's
cup
just
noodles
a
with a
mall
spoon.
rat. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's fucking classic, dude.
Well,
And
speaking
it just demonstrates so much about him in one little thing that like comes across even faster than, hey, sit down and watch this, 15-minute video game gameplay segment or even a montage or a highlight cut. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. And speaking of that, what did you think about the idea of DSP smells it cologne?
Oh boy.
I mean, we've seen the clip where have you seen that where he's at the museum with Panda Lee and they have like the guess that smell exhibit? You've seen that
Oh
clip,
yeah.
right, Dash? Yeah. So that it just alone.
He failed all of them, but like one or two.
Yeah.
If
So,
not all of them, yeah.
and that the guy who not only fails that, but talks about how he can't smell things or taste things correctly because of his post nasal drip. It's like, what are we really supposed to get out of it? Because his food reviews are tangy and robust. So his cologne reviews would probably, are on the same line of it's a smell that smells smelly,
Yes, he doesn't cook. He doesn't live a life. So he has no names or points of origins for these descriptions. That's why he's like, what the fuck is Bergamo? Bergamo is Bergamo. What the hell are you gonna say, man? Fucking.
And not only that, so I went back to Pig Go, and right before he had this idea of DSP smells it, he was saying how his wife bought him a lot of cologne for Christmas. So it's not like he was going to go and buy it. He had it laying around already there. He was just going to write it off on taxes. And one of the things he said he was going to do in his review was to tell you how the bottle opens. Like you don't know how to like what the fuck, Phil? Like everyone knows how it opens. And then the whole point that he sprays himself with a cologne on the night stream so he smells good, which makes you think about that room too, how it smells.
Well, right, and that the premise. This. Do you remember how this started? This started because he had a shirt on with clear, greasy, globby stains from where he wipes his fucking fingers on himself. People pointed it out in between streams. He's changed shirts, and he's like, "Oh my god, you guys!" He did well when they pointed it out during the stream, and he might even change during the stream. I forget, but anyways,
he did.
when he pointed it out, right, he claimed that was from putting on cologne. So in order to get out of that lie, he then just rolled with it. All this cologne shit came out of lying about fucking grease wiping stains being cologne spraying stains. And oh yeah, I wear cologne in the house all the fucking time. I don't know if he does that, but if he does, that also it doesn't surprise me at the same time. You guys, I mean, you just nailed it. You talk about how fucking stinky he is, how the room stinks, and just how lazy and stupid he is that he would just spray that. Back at the Connecticut condo, once he started dating Panda Lee, what's the first fucking thing she did when she started coming over? Filled his place with candles and wax tarts and shit to burn all the time. You'll see them videos. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. And then also like he would do DSP tries it in that room, and he would like surface clean it, just wipe it. But he said at one point he hadn't cleaned the carpet in like 10 years, which makes you think all the stuff he's
Uh-huh.
dropped on the carpet, all the smell, and then you add in the electronics with the heat and stuff. And also that reminds me of
Cat.
another question. So they stay home like 6 days a week, but Kat always door dashes Sephora. So she has those pounds of makeup on. He's spraying cologne all over the place, but they're just wasting money because they're not going out.
That house is toxic. Because then think of all the ant traps downstairs
The
and the
rot spot.
toxic ooze. Let's see here.
Rot spot in the ceiling, yep.
The rotten
Oh,
spot
oh.
in the ceiling.
No, the rot spot in the bathroom too, with the chipped up tiles and warped up floor and water between the walls from
Look,
the
I seriously think they have like a black mold problem in there, and that's what's causing some of their health problems and cognitive decline. Is just the houses should be condemned.
Ooh, go back to the dishwasher fucking up, and then it had water that blew all out on the floor and filled the towel down, and had to leave the house. And then he came back after his appointment that he couldn't miss, and then he came back and shut it off and all that. You remember that?
Oh yeah.
You
Also,
think that maybe the ants could be coming in through weaknesses created by that situation?
oh, you remember too though the very first time we heard about the ants, he said, "Oh, I just put ant traps down and all this stuff," and people were like, "Isn't Jasper
Poison.
gonna lick it up?" He's like, "No, he doesn't like sweet stuff." But
Cats
then a
aren't
month
attracted
later,
to sweet.
yeah, like a month later, it was in like December. He's like, "Oh yeah, I got my wife slippers for Christmas because there was glass over the floor because he broke
Yes.
something." It's like, wouldn't you want to clean that up instead of just giving your wife slippers?
It's like he scolded Kat for walking around
Yes.
barefoot in the house because their house was so dirty. It's like like the tone he took was along the lines of like, "Silly cat, you should know better than to
Dumb
walk
bitch.
in our own house."
I fucking told
barefoot."
you. I know. And then it made me think of Pineapple Express. We're like fucking I don't know, that moment where like dude stubs his toe and he's talking to him over the phone, man, and he's like, "Hey, remember to wear your shoes in the house. Safety first."
Yeah, and also all the stories about cat breaking stuff too. Like, oh, she broke
Yeah.
the vacuum and just left it there in the middle of the room and walked away. Like, why
Was
would you tell
baffled.
these stories about your wife, for example?
He
And
said smoke was coming from it, bro. He said smoke was coming from it.
yeah, and then
I have it in a
also,
song. I have a lot
oh
of this
yeah,
in that song, Digital Marriage.
and then there's also really weird stories he tells, like, oh, I went downstairs, my wife was done playing a game, and she was just staring at the screen, and I said, oh, why are you just staring at the screen? He's
Why you
like,
just
the
sitting
game
there?
is done. Like,
Finished it.
okay then.
She didn't know what to do.
hmm
And then,
Yeah, which really means she was probably just sitting there using her fucking phone. But this idiot, the way he phrases and says everything.
And then there's so many weird DSP stories. My favorite one though is when his DoorDash got delivered to a different house, and he says, "Oh, I went in the dark with a flashlight, looking around at the porches, looking for the DoorDash." As I can only imagine the neighbors like, "Oh, that drunken retard's out there looking for his DoorDash."
I would love to just, be a neighbor nearby in that community, just so I could experience the occasional strange pajama stinky man going outside, frantically looking for packages, checking the mail. He had that story the other day with the furniture delivery truck was in the wrong apartment complex, and he
Oh yeah.
went to the gate, the chain link fence, to try and yell and wave him down. Like, I would almost like love to pay money. I wonder if there's any I wonder. Actually, I'd never thought about this. Looking up to see if any of those condos in that particular gated community, if any of those are ever available as an Airbnb rental.
I think a
If
couple years ago
so,
there was one for sale too.
there was one for sale, but I mean, just like renting it out for a weekend. You know what I mean?
Well, sure, maybe if someone buy, I'm not saying any detractors, but someone in general buys it and then they put it into like a rent thing. So every week a new detractor just rents it.
I don't know. I would rent it out for a weekend just to see. Like, do they actually go outside on a walk when he says he's gonna go outside for a walk. Like what happens in
Or
that
feed
point?
the woodland creatures.
Wood porch doesn't look like mine at all.
Yeah.
Is that Lemtex or Drill? Dark Side Drill? No,
Yeah.
Lemtex. I'm confused. Help.
So speaking of Kat and Phil, this is a weird question because they both put each other down. Who do you think wears the pants in the relationship between Kat and Phil?
I think Kat does, personally, because the way she says you're being insanely loud, that's kind of pantsy. Um, gosh, there was something that was said in the DMs. Oh, it was after the Steve Cambion interview. That's what it was. After the Steve Cambion interview, so Phil had to, number one, wait until Kat was not at home in order to do this interview because she didn't want him to do the interview at all. So Phil had to kind of like sneak around her. So that is another sign that she's pantsy. And then just the whole like Phil's change in how he speaks, like how he used to always be like, oh, boobies, boobies. And then as soon as Kat comes around, that is completely, nipped in the bud. So I think Kat had something to say about that. Once again, very pantsy. She also has anger issues, I think. She's like, pulling things apart, breaking things in the kitchen. And, just that's what it comes off as. Is like she's the one, actually.
But I will say, if Cat's the head, then Phil's the neck that can turn the head. Because at the end of the day, she may be the final word. But as long as he can convince her through his Grima worm tongue, then you know what I mean? Then he's steering the fucking ship. But he gets out of fucking line and she come busting in, tell him he's being insanely loud, and the rest is history.
Now
they need a quiet room. Now
That
they
is
need a
true.
quiet room so we could have late night conversations with men. I wonder if those will increase now that we have a quiet room. Will we
Maybe.
get more late night conversations with men? Is that the reason we created this room?
Dear Wings, it's 4 a.m. Please talk to me. But do you think as well, a theory is Kat controls him, but he lashes out at his audience as a way to rebel against that, try to get his power back?
I think that's partially what is going on. Yeah. Yeah, and,
Well-
and then it also is the thing of not just trying to get his power back with Kat, but trying to get his power back with, I guess you could say, his failed relationships with women in general. Because he's using Kat to talk down also just like women in general. He's, the incel manifesto.
Yeah.
is-
She represents everything,
Yes.
which is why he calls her mom.
I was just about to say, and that's why he like ties it in with mom.
And recently he called his actual mom his wife too, which is a whole lot of Chris Chan stuff too.
I didn't catch that.
Yeah, so it
when
happened
was
last
that?
week.
No way.
So I have it in my DSP weekend review where he said that. And if you think about it, he's now calling his wife mom, his actual mom wife, and then they went on dates together, his mom. She combed his hair till he was like 17.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah.
On 9/11, he was out on a date
9/11.
with her.
Oh God. Yeah, but yeah, Oedipus would be loving this complex over here.
Sigmund Freud would do a lot more coke with this guy around, right?
So speaking of absolutely disgusting, absolutely weird, who do you think is the weirdest DSP dent?
Well, before we get too far past it, I also wanted to say that he definitely. Well, maybe we should just keep going. Fuck it.
Oh, if you got something to say, go for it.
Nah, they walk on eggshells with each other, and the chat. He has admitted as much that she does watch the stream from time to time, and she could hear him in the fucking house. He has said this how many fucking times, right? Maybe another reason they need a quiet room, which was across from him. So I don't know how that would work, but he says it echoes through the vents and that his house was designed to have voices echo throughout it. But anyways, it's his way of also talking to her indirectly by saying all kinds of crazy shit out loud to the chat, to the stream, yada yada, including how long he kept saying, I want to turn that room into a workout room. And now, bang, out of fucking just, you see he's zigging, then boom, he zags. All the same. Or, into a quiet room, a second living room. Dog, what? You don't have kids.
Yeah, it's gonna be like his man cave.
You're making me think now. Like, if you could go back and Pig Go when he's talking kind of like bad about Kat or bad about something Kat has done, putting her down. I wonder what day of the week and what time of day this is occurring. Because wouldn't it be crazy if we find out that there's a pattern where, like, let's just say, for example, Phil only talks down Kat while she's at work during the day. I don't
When
know.
she's
I
sure to
don't know.
not watch the stream, yeah.
Yeah, or vice versa, or like he talks down on her when she is watching the stream. I don't know, but that would be an interesting pattern to see. Maybe AI could figure this out for us.
Well, the other thing too is he always has to have his door closed whenever she's home, because she said in the past that she can hear him yelling at Street Fighter. And also, one weird thing that happened recently too, he starts having all these weird marks on his wrist. So
yeah, this perpetual bruise. I mean, I don't know. He's a fucking
could that be abuse?
Weak little bitch. So it take him longer to heal. Especially if he really dinged himself. I don't know. It looks like it could be in a reasonable position if you think about holding a dumbbell, right? And then where the weight comes off of that and where it would intersect with your wrist,
And then
your forearm.
you have to think about Phil holding a dumbbell next.
Mr. Glass wrist himself. What if Phil was, doing like dumbbell push-ups, and as he's coming down, his forearm is coming down and smacking the edge of the dumbbell.
Now, some
Maybe
people
something like
have
that.
put
He's
out
getting
another theory
ambitious.
too. Yeah. So some people have said that's also a sign of liver failure too.
Oh God! I mean that it shows up
He has
randomly.
those weird ass liver spots on his face that are appearing.
Yeah, because
I'm not
apparently
gonna
the
go
one
that
on
far.
the
He
wrist
smacked
is
his arm
also
doing
a sign
shit.
of liver failure.
And they just got new furniture and stuff, so he's moving. And he wants to sound tough too. I did it working out, so he might have even done it doing something even dumber. Imagine if he was just drunk at the end of the night and just smacked it on something,
Like the
or
dent
slipped
zone.
up the stairs or down the stairs. Imagine that.
Well, that is true. So
He had a fun waddle getting in and out of that room for that last meal.
yeah, we saw that this morning. How just like a penguin just walking in. So who would you think
Yeah, I
the
know.
weirdest DSP dent is?
In current day, I don't even know. The stalking tiger we are pretty certain is Timbo Slice.
3-time bankrupt.
I think. Right. Working on a fourth.
Yeah.
That dude, the dumb shit he's posting lately with his money. Look, I don't know if he's copying this from strange ass fucking Reddit forums or what, or he's just genuinely having brain aneurysms, but like that dude is just sad. But this new No Sleep Real Vibes getting a job and immediately fucking running his paycheck away is pretty goddamn funny and sad too.
Yeah. Yeah, there's so many different possibilities. Like, if you look at YouTube, you look at Kick, one of the most pathetic ones, I think, is Your Future Stepdad, which every single stream, he's there. Every single time, donating.
Which, do you think, isn't that Eva Cowboy? You think?
I don't think so.
No?
I think Eva talks too much, is too verbal. Eva is very autistic, I can tell that right away. But I think your future stepdad also streams too. So he's been
Oh,
doing stuff.
okay. I didn't
You know
know
what?
that.
And you know what? Jade is a big fan of future stepdad.
Yeah, they
Oh,
say hi to each
oh,
other.
true. Yeah, through in in different chats through a streamer. It's just
And it was so
these
funny at
streams
one
are
point.
nightmares, dude.
There was your future stepdad, your future stepson, your future stepmom, and they just kept going with the families too.
Yeah. That's kind of going back to the Baxter days when there's a whole bunch
Or
of fucking Baxters.
or the Baby Man Gaming. That was my favorite one.
Yeah, that was right around too. It was so fucking funny, man. Baby Man Gaming, it's 2611.
And we got Alex in the chat. Stepdad is a failed Twitch streamer. He's seen clips of him.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah. I'd take a look or two, but not too much. These people are getting rotten. Especially them. Wasn't that real strange? We had a strange little burst of defenders who never really seemed to even be around much before. They came out. It was like 3 of them, and then they tried to make videos. You know, it was right after Jade Vapes, right? After the Jade Vapes idiot. So there was like a furry person. There was that bald fucking I hate women dude, and like one other fucking weirdo that all tried to make little fucking DSP defense videos, and I'm gonna tip Phil to stick it to the detractors. Wasn't that fucking odd? That was just like 3 weeks ago. It all kind of happened all at once.
Oh, you talking about
and then
Jay
went away
Hayes?
all at once. What was right after that? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like as if these idiots all fucking got inspired by him and thought, "Oh shit, I'll get my dumb little fucking channel or whatever fucking boosted if I just make a video defending DSP
Oh.
and give him money."
Yeah. That's a pattern in DSP verse. So if you look at guys like past Eric Miller, you look at PWR, you look at all
Yeah.
these people, they start defending Phil to get clout, which if you're clout chasing DSP, your channel's already dead. Don't worry about it.
Well, Miller's a little different. His style. I don't want to get lost into it, but
At
he
the
was
end, he
trying
did,
to
yeah.
tear up the community, which is a little different tactic. He was trying to get ingratiated, then tear down one of the biggest players, then put himself higher, and divide and conquer type shit, and that didn't work at all.
Yeah, because after the tractor said, "Oh no, we're not taking this," whatever, he switched sides and started doing videos defending Phil and why Phil's better than the detractors.
Yeah, that didn't work.
And then we all know about PWR there, but yeah, that's something. With his
Yeah, something's
streams.
all right.
Yeah, something's not
Yeah,
right
you're
there.
gonna get the dog noodles slapped the fuck out of him. I hope he fucking gets real desperate and does stupid shit IRL and gets fucking whacked the fuck out.
Well, PWR doesn't realize when you start doing stuff, you get a reputation and no one's gonna work with you.
Yep. And stitches, I mean, get bitches. Consequences have actions, pimp.
Oh yeah, so I got a fun question for you. What is your
I hope
favorite
so.
DSP rant?
Wait.
Because there's so many good ones.
That's tough. That's real tough.
Or one of your favorites. It doesn't have to be your all-time favorite.
Rant is a couple minutes long, right?
I'll give mine then. My favorite one is the chicken sandwich. Because everything was so perfect. His wife's birthday, not making the reservation, not knowing the chef wasn't going to be there, going to Burger King, making that decision, and then he said it was too much sauce, but you saw the pictures, it's a little bit of sauce. And then making a big deal, saying how he wants reparations from Burger King, and 2 weeks of that going on, and emailing back and forth, and they just start ghosting him. I thought that was hilarious.
I'm not sure if it's a rant so much as story, but at least his description of the wedding after the wedding and after the whole vacation, and they come back, and so how he sets up, I didn't spend any of the money I just fucking begged for. You know what I mean? And then
Yeah.
my mom offered me my mom paid for everything, and then she offered me money for the honeymoon, and I turned it down and said, "Just give me the fucking." Well, she offered to pay for a honeymoon. That's different than give you money for a honeymoon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he said, "Just screw that. Give me the money so I could pay for this payment plan." And it's like it's one of the most diabolical stories. And if that doesn't really set up and explain how stupid and piece of shit dude is, or count as a rant, then uh Panda Lee, give her a pill. Cause that again, you could play that shit for
Classic, yeah.
anybody. You could play it for anybody, right? And then you get across how this dude's an idiot, an asshole, and it's funny to make fun of him all at once. Particularly with the El Crimson King animation of it.
Oh yeah, that one's so perfect.
It's the best best version of that story you can get, man. And you can convert like anybody to be a hater of this fucking idiot when you play that. And it requires very minimal setup too, you know, as long as this person has a streamer or a concept of streamer, video game streaming, and then boom, he's got a girlfriend and she had a panic attack, and this is what happened. You don't got to give, you know, the future until it's like, you know, Starship Troopers at the end of it. Would you like to know more? Bloop. It's like, aha. Years later, he would go on to say they were broken up for months before this, and he was doing her a favor, and she's also the reason that he jacked off. And it's like, dude, wow, it just gets worse and worse.
I don't know if it's my favorite, but like I almost would have to go back in time and listen to it. But like when he's ranting about how the car dealership didn't email him to tell him that he needs to go do an oil change on his car. It's just like all of that, like the whole car thing, and just going into the dealership and when he wanted to end the lease because he was moving across the country, but then instead ended up renewing the lease and then having them deliver the car to him in Washington. Like that whole,
Yeah, got a
like
second one.
anything related to that BMW is just, it just really proves like how out of touch with reality this dude is.
Yeah, he's the biggest mark for anyone. If you're in sales and you see Phil Burnell, you're gonna make a lot of money off of him. And speaking of rants, we have King Be Cruel in the chat. Of course, legendary. Mail me a spoon so he can eat shit out of my fucking ass. Or King Be Bitch. That was a legendary one as well. So, do you think DSP is faking his tips with Anonymous?
I think he does at times fake his tips, but like I'm not trying to like throw this Snort Brunel under the bus, but like Snort Brunel will like say every day Phil fakes tips. You know, I don't think it's an everyday thing, but I think it was a every now and then thing, especially when goals were on the line or when especially with DSP had DSP tries it tied to reaching the goals, and he like really didn't want Cat to cook. And he would just be like, oh, hey, we hit the goal today. Oh, Cat doesn't have to cook. Yay.
Yeah, we
I
got
think
76
that's,
exact dollars.
Yeah, I think he was faking some of those, but I don't think he fakes a tip every single day.
The greed monster is too massively strong, I think, for him to do it too often.
Yeah, like DSP selective fake tips, I can see that. Especially when there's something like you're talking about. There's a goal or Cat's, you know, don't want her to eat her goddamn food. But yeah, I think some of it is anonymously fake. So last question I got for you. What can DSP do to improve his streams and grow his channels? Now keep in mind, he's never going to listen to any advice. So no matter what you say, it's not going to work. But what should he do to improve his streams?
I think Phil needs to take kind of like the maximalist, accelerationist, capitalist approach. I think he needs 2 new streaming PCs, okay? Both of them need RTX 5090s
There you
with
go. RGBs.
you know, yes, and then the motherboard that supports 128 gigabytes of DDR5 RAM.
It's nice and expensive right now. He needs to fill up every single slot with NVMe 3.0s, 4 terabytes. I think those are about $600 to $700 right now each. You should fill up, and both of these streaming PCs need this. Okay, by the way, so essentially, he could easily put together maybe like a close to $10,000 build, as an upgrade, as streaming PCs, pretty easily. If a brand new 5090 is almost like $5,000, yeah, you could spend an easy 10,000 upgrading those PCs. Okay, what else is next? He's already talked about his desk. It was only like 200
Oh,
to
that
three
yeah,
hundred
it's a
dollars.
shitty
He
desk.
can't like raise it and lower it. It might
Nope.
snap.
Nope.
So he needs to spend probably another $1,000 on that desk.
Oh
Like
yeah, solid oak.
minimum.
Solid oak. Yep.
That chair he has, it's Corsair. It has that stupid logo on it he doesn't like. He's already
Yeah,
talked
it's a
about getting
gamer
rid of
chair,
it.
and he didn't even
Like,
want a gamer chair.
he needs one of those like $1,000 office chairs minimum. Okay.
Yeah.
So I mean,
The name.
altogether, I could give Phil a plan that would greatly improve his streams, but he's got to have like another 20K because those streaming PCs are very expensive. We need a new desk
Yeah.
and a chair for him. There's a lot of other things he could go even bigger and better with, and I would suggest to Phil to just go ahead and spend that money.
I'm gonna go a step further, for the safety of his family and to provide better streams. He's just gonna have to start renting an actual office streaming space, somewhere where there's private security, of course, and good strong gates. And in that way, too, maybe more people will be more likely to collaborate with him in real life if they have a separate from life work location to film and conduct business at, so on and so forth. So get on that, Phil. Start hunting for office space. Soon there's gonna be a crash in the retail office space. So he should have some opportunities opening up.
Don't forget all the security cameras too.
But it's the security you're gonna have to invest in there, Phil. Yep, more cameras, maybe armed guards actually with
Oh
hatchets.
yeah.
Double
Armed
hatchets.
guards and a bouncer.
Ooh, there is that little talk lately. Does he have a firearms now that since he answered that question a little defensively the
Well,
other day?
Kat does. We know Kat does. She has
Well,
a
she
gun in her
did.
purse.
It wasn't it wasn't shipped with her, unfortunately.
Could have
We
got a
do
new
know
one.
that. Right, definitely. I mean, if she missed it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm just saying, Asmongold could be on May 1st Begathon. He could get the Asmon Rub 3.0, make more $1,000.
I feel like he's scared of it. Well, maybe if he just owns one and thinks that it's as simple as point and click and you win, which he is really fucking stupid. So he probably does think that.
Yeah, he probably doesn't.
Imagine
He
like
doesn't think
being
he
a
can clean it though.
guy. Imagine being a guy, inviting another guy on your stream, to talk about the time you accidentally streamed yourself masturbating.
Yeah, Asmongold, you want to join me on my
10
May
years
1st
ago.
anniversary?
Like there's something wrong with that.
I was saying
I
something to
hope to
somebody else.
God, sorry, I hope to God Asmongold tunes into the Chiking.
Oh yeah. Because I was saying
That
to
would-
somebody else, the 3 marathons that DSP invited him to: Christmas, his birthday, and the 10-year anniversary of him jerking off. So that's an interesting triple threat right there.
It's another major holiday.
Yeah, and my God, man, that's just when you look at it that way, that's really depressing. Christmas was completely skipped, wasn't it?
Yes.
And then the last one, he basically drove by, dropped a couple friends off, and then left. Waved maybe, and then left. And then he got banned.
He got
banned.
grounded.
I love that he thought it was about him at first. You little self-centered, narcy-coded slut. Wow, man. Oh, he got banned because he saw my kick chat was on the screen. Oh my God. You remember that?
Oh yeah, that was insane. every time he talks about something, it's always him as a center of attention. Doesn't matter what it is as
Oh,
well.
he thought Mudahar quit fucking Twitter because of him. Fucking madness.
Uh,
He
well,
still thinks. Oh, sorry.
oh, sorry, go
Well, he
ahead.
still he still thinks Kino was serious about It's a Gundam. Like this
Yeah.
dude's fucking
Well, he doesn't get
nuked, man.
sarcasm. It goes right over his head too.
Yeah, to a point, right? To a point.
Like he took everything in those DMs as like that's the word of God. This is what they meant. They didn't realize that they were playing against him. And even throughout the whole thing, he's like, they're never going to turn on me. I don't know what you're talking about. You're all just jealous.
And you're supposed to believe he was the one fronting.
Remember, he
You
was the
know?
mastermind
Like,
of 7+
dude.
years.
Yeah, he staked them for what did he say, 6 months or something like that.
Well, even before that, he said
Okay.
on the 6 podcast, Straight Out of Fucking Hell, he said he planned it for the past 2 years prior after the Side
2
Scrollers
years.
interview.
Oh,
Because he knew he had to
Christ.
rebuild himself. So he started staking out people.
Mm.
So every
Yeah.
embarrassing moment that happened after Side Scrollers, he planned it apparently.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was just pretending to be retarded. Yes.
Including the Scorn rant. Remember when the Scorn rant was like a milestone?
That's
And
tame now.
Yeah, it's like the Scorn rant and Eat It rants. If you had checked out a Phil or don't care for all the day-to-days, those are two good like little peaks to measure how much the attitude has changed since then. It's like since Scorn, the begging went out of fucking control, and then since Eat It, these crazy fucking like outbursts, mood swing, bipolar shit, whatever you want to call it, they're fucking happening almost daily, if not weekly.
Well, the whole
Which
spoon rant thing was a perfect timing because that's right before Kino Casino. And that was also right before, like a month before, the Argentina gift memberships. So it had like the perfect storm of him just crazy out all over the place. And then he got his head so high up his own
genuinely
ass.
burst.
Yeah.
He had another rant very recently when he was playing Street Fighter. That was the one where his stream was like flagged as like adult content.
Oh yeah.
That one where he was just going off on people. That one was particularly pretty harsh.
Yeah,
that one
like
sticks out in my head. Yeah.
like there was only one little thin veil left between the stream being on and off what he says when the stream's off, you know? That got real close. Right up to that line.
I can only imagine the neighbors just hearing him say all that stuff through the walls too.
What? I almost thought a fucking N-word was gonna come out that night. Or maybe an F-bomb, you know?
Oh. Yeah, there's so much salt that comes out in the Street Fighter streams.
He brought Susan back alive to fucking flag that stream. That's how bad it was. Calling female players cocksuckers and all that shit, man.
Well,
like
the
that
last
was
stream, he was
bad.
like ball suckers, ball suckers, ball suckers.
Yeah, but not even using it as a insult like that. He straight up was saying like, you fucking just smashed this and blah blah while you are sucking cock. Like, what the fuck's wrong with you? These insults don't fly anywhere, homie.
Yeah, sorry, Dashfire, we're gonna make your stream be demonetized.
Okay, I
All
say,
apart.
oh, it's okay. I say a lot of weird stuff. Remember, I did a stream on Derek. I had to read out his tweets.
Oh,
So, yeah, I've
that's
done
true.
it all. So, yeah, like, DSP is an idiot even when Jade's in the chat, and he'll do his retard, like, alert, and he'll be like, oh, you're a retard, just mash buttons, duh, duh, duh.
Dur, dur, dur.
And then everyone in the chat is like, Jade, no, Jade, look away.
He don't care. He don't give a shit.
You ever?
Obviously Jade don't.
I like to, find those moments where Jade is typing, but it's clearly his mom typing because it's like far too much or far too coherent. Every now and then, there was one I caught sometime within the last 2 weeks. There was like a paragraph came out of Jade, and I'm like, no, his mom must be helping him type that.
Which is weird too, because if his mom is watching DSP say all this stuff, You think he'd be like, okay, maybe we can find just someone else to watch, like Maximilian or something.
No, she's probably just, oh, Jade, my boy likes Phil. I just leave it on, and she walks away.
Well, what if Jade got headphones on so she doesn't hear it? She just seeing Phil wiggling around on the screen, and he's like, "Come type this or that," and then she types it and walks away. Yeah,
That is true.
she thinks, "Oh wow, this guy's real animated."
Yeah, he looks like Mr. Dress Up and Mr. Potato Head combined together.
Actually, looking at him with no sound, she probably thinks he's another special needs streamer. Holy fuck! Oh wow, I never thought of it that way.
That is
Because we
true.
were always thinking, like, how would she allow him to watch this crap? What if she's never actually heard it?
Ah, that is a good point.
Oh,
Good.
no, maybe she's heard it, but it's just so, like,
Oh yeah,
retarded
perfect
sounding.
timing.
She must think, oh, he actually is special needs too. And
That too, but
oh, isn't it so sweet? They found each other, you know?
yeah, he's functional enough to stream. That's cute.
Well, it'd be funny if the only thing she's actually heard DSP talk about is like during like Pokemon or stuff like that, where he's going like cloud mode, children's entertainer.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, like just fate would have it. She's really only heard either the most boring or nothing, or again when he's putting on airs for that kind of stupid shit.
So yeah, but I mean, isn't the story about her that she is, or at least was at some point in time, dating someone related to the games industry, like a journalist?
Yeah,
or
yeah, he worked for Game Informer.
Yeah, and that's why Phil keeps Jade around, is because he thinks he's gonna get like recognized or a spotlight through this weird relationship he has with.
I do think so, or at least it played into it back when it started. Who knows about now? Because I don't know what happened after Game Informer went defunct.
Well, look what
And I
happened
don't
with
remember the
Super
guy. I'm not
Blind
gonna look him
Man.
up. Exactly. And you know what? To be fair, Blind Man was him too. And once he superseded Phil and got his own fucking shit going, he pretty much, interacted with Phil less and less and less. Especially when he pushed back on some things, and then not only did Phil fucking disagreeing with him, but he phrased it as, "I don't think you're seeing what I'm seeing," which is like, why the fuck did you do that, bro?
Well, that plays in like earlier with the Etika Judgment Begins, the
Yeah,
Medicare,
and the
it's a grave
uh-huh,
error.
uh-huh.
Do it until he can't.
He's a little catty bitch.
Yeah. So that was great. I don't have anything else. If you guys want to promote anything, you want to ask anything, say anything, you're more than welcome to.
Our stream is what? Next Monday, or not next Monday, but the Monday after that?
No, well,
No, it is next Monday.
it's next. So yeah, we had some weirdness happen. We already knew our April schedule was going to be thrown off, and it's been thrown off even more than we thought. So we are going to do a stream Monday the 4th. But then at some point in May we will have to. There's a particular Mondays.
Don't worry
that we
about
like
that
to.
going that far
Yeah.
in the future.
Yeah.
You can find us on our channel streaming next Monday, and then we usually try and go in between basically the level 1 Copecast and the night stream. And then on top
then-
of that, see us on Friday, right? At the Chiking, of course.
Vote for them dudes.
For what you think is the best.
Yes,
but
yes. You haven't heard the songs yet. We might have some
I
put
will
up a fart
just say,
track. You never
I think
know.
we will probably have a really good one. I don't know
If I
it'll
don't
be the
win this
best.
year, next year I'm putting up a fart track. That's
There you
all you
go.
get.
Yeah, like you guys should vote for us, especially in the finals, so we don't have to do this next year. So we could just be judge,
And also, their channel link is in the description of this stream/video. So you can go there, subscribe to them, watch their stuff. Amazing stuff. Thank you so much. And then really
Thank you
fun
for having
stuff.
us.
And we will see you maybe in the future.
All right, thanks
Misery
for
loves
having us.
company.
Yeah. You have a good night.
You too.
night.
Night, everyone. Bye.
All right, guys, that was great. Hope you guys liked that. That was a good one. So we had some fun there. We have, can we get an exclusive sample of the King song? Well, they're debuting it at the thing, May 1st. So yeah, really good music, especially if you like that the stuff we showed at the beginning. It's amazing. Go check them out. And of course, I believe tomorrow I have streaming off. Thursday, I believe, we're going to do something special. I believe 9 p.m. We're going to have DSP Rage Quits from 2024. So every month, we are doing Rage Quits to see how many games he quit. So we already covered 2026 so far, 2025, and then on Thursday, we're going to do 2024. So we're going to move our way backwards. Yeah, W in chat for merchants, by the way, too. I want to see W's. And then Friday is the big day. We're going to do a restream of DSP's 10-year anniversary, burst of May 1st. So we're going to watch his stuff. We're going to look at past Phil videos. And we're going to see the craziness that unfolds on his Megathon Burstathon. Saturday, I'll be off. And then Sunday, I will be doing the DSP Weekend Review. And then we'll go from there for the following week. Someone should do videos going all the way back 18 years, over 70,000 videos. Now, keep in mind, too, DSP Gaming is just one of his channels, because he's still got the Dark Side Phil channel. You still got the other channels he does, DSP Throwback. Yeah. W for the merchants. So, guys, we're going to end it here. Please, if you haven't already, like the stream, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the merchants. Links in the description. If you're on Kick, follow me on Kick at Dashfire. And as always, I love each and every one of you. Hope you're all safe, healthy, and happy. Peace and love.
Another betting stream, another fabrication fails on the ropes, the lights are dim, the walls are closing in. Another dead in his ego, another grift begins. He blames the trolls, the haters, the algorithms are rigged, but truth is hard to bid, a pill, a consequence unfig. He built his throne on lies, our curated careful scams. Now dash fires burning bright, exposing all the shams. But the trolls, the haters, the algorithms are rigged, but truth is hard to bid, a pill, a consequence unfig. He built his throne on lies, our curated careful scams. Now dash fires burning bright, exposing all the shams. Crash out, king, your reign is done. The empire's crumbling down. Dash fires lit the match, the fire spreading through the town. No more painted bodies, no more crocodile tears. The reckoning is here, filled by all these wasted years. Crash out, king, your pockets bleed. Your image in the dirt. You built your castle on sand, and now it's getting hurt. So scream and rage and bend, it won't change what's been shown. Your lies are unraveling, your true colors have grown. Remember Pizzagate, the rage, the census ran another manufactured crisis, another desperate slant. He wants the truth, he silences, he hides behind his wall. But dash fires digging deep, exposing it all. The support is dwindling, the chapter goes down now. Set for the Simpson sycophants are leaking from his brow. He begs for such, he whines across a pathetic display. While genuine creators struggle, he's just leaking day by day.